Good evening, everyone. This is C. Anthony Harris, Double Platinum Senior Vice President with 5 Links in Las Vegas, Nevada. I want to welcome all of you to our live 5 Links WGI Quick Start Plus training webinar. I want to welcome all our new business partners to our Quick Start webinar. I also want to congratulate and welcome all our existing business partners, ETs, EDs, NDs, and SVPs for being on this weekly Quick Start training call, because consistency is the name of the game. So what we're going to do is we're going to get this webinar started. What I advise everyone to do is grab a pen and a pad. You should have a journal that you put all your 5 Links training in, all your personal development growth breakthroughs in, so you can be able to duplicate that process in becoming a great leader with our company. Okay? Now, again, my name is C. Anthony Harris. For those of you who don't know who I am, I've been building the 5 Links business for the last 7 years and 11 months. 7 years and 11 months I've been building this 5 Links business, and this system that I'm about to go over with you is a system that I've used over the last several years with thousands of people, helping them to get their business up and running. These 10 simple steps are proven. They allowed us to develop the largest and most productive organization in the 5 Links history, and we'll continue to do that because documentation beats conversation. These 10 simple steps is what an IMR needs to do in their first 30 days. I did these 10 steps in 3 days. I have individuals do it in a week. I have individuals do it in 12 days. The whole idea is to get this done in your first 30 days. Now, for those of you that's on this conference call that is a leader, that you have a team now growing, you're an executive, you're going to continue building your business, but now you're going to help those individuals, help those new IMRs on your team, okay, to fulfill their desire in their first 30 days. The whole idea in a new IMR's 30 days is to get them profitable. Write that down. It's very important. Why would you recruit someone, tell them to you're going to make some money, or why are you going to be a leader of that organization that says we're going to make some money and you don't know how to do it, or don't have a recipe or a system to guide them in making that happen? That's not high morals and ethic. That's not excellent business savviness. Your business will not stay around. We're looking to do in WGI, we're looking to build a business that's going to stay around till the end of time. You'll be able to will this or sell this business. Isn't that what you want? Well, that's what we do here in WGI. So these 10 simple steps is what an IMR needs to do. I don't care who they are. If it was President Obama that just joined 5 Links and became an IMR, guess what? These are the 10 steps he needs also, because he's an IMR. I don't care if he's a doctor, an engineer, a carpenter, a tall guy, a short guy. It does not matter. These are the simple steps for an IMR. There's nothing else to do other than these simple 10 steps. After you get these 10 steps done, then you're able now to duplicate it and helping others while you move from executive trainer to executive director to national director. This is where you're going to learn your skill sets and your mindsets, how to be a great team leader, how to support your organization, how to work with high morals and ethics, how to understand the compensation plan and maximize on it, how to build and develop leaders in your group, but more importantly, how to become flat out wealthy with this company. 10 simple steps. So if you're an IMR on this conference call tonight, these are the 10 steps that you might want to be doing. If you're a new IMR, you want to get these done in your first 30 days or less so you can get the Fast Start bonus on your way to your second Fast Start bonus as an executive director. Okay, so let's dive right into step number 1. So now you got started in our company. The first thing you want to do is you want to choose your starting position. At WGI, we recommend that you get started as an IMR. That's a profitable position, independent marketing representative for a $249 investment, and you activate your 5 Links virtual office services. You're going to need this to run your business. I'd like to say the platinum service or the 5 Links virtual office service is like your overhead. Any business has an overhead. Well, this is your overhead to running your $1 million 5 Links business. When I got started 7 years ago, my overhead was $49.95 per month. I'm a double platinum senior vice president today. 7.5 years later, my overhead is still $49.95 a month. Now, the company gives you 3 customer points for this, so you get 3 customer points, and you're going to get paid on it every single month residually, just like if it was any one of our services. That's step number 1. Step number 2, become qualified and let's start earning money. Become qualified and let's start earning money. That sounds serious. If I just joined this organization and they told me step number 1 is to get apped up, okay, we always know that. And then step number 2, we talk about making money already. I like this organization. That tells me this organization know what they're doing and they're about making money. If you're on this conference call or in this webinar or you're in this company not to make money, well, you're in the wrong business. We're about making money, building wealth, and building prosperity. That's what it's all about. So step number 2 says to become qualified. Well, if you take a look what it says here, to become qualified, all you need is 4 customer points to become qualified and commissionable. 4. Well, if you take a look back at step number 1, how many points you have here? 3. Very simple. This is something that you can do after work. This is something you do on a part-time basis. This is not a job, ladies and gentlemen. It's a business to work smart and build residual income. Okay, so we got 3 points already. So actuality, based on what I'm understanding, we just need 1 more point to become commissionable and get your 5 Links Visa card. Well, we're giving you the steps on how to get it done. So you don't have to think or wonder or create anything. All you got to do is do and get the results. That's what we provide here in WGI. So we recommend that you become commissionable by acquiring 1 Global Links customer. And we recommend that that customer be yourself. It doesn't have to be you, but it just makes sense if you're going to market the #1 performing industry for the next decade, VoIP. It just makes sense for you to use it and know how it works. Okay? So we recommend that you sign up yourself for the Global Links VoIP home phone service. It's called the Talk 200. It's a digital telephone adapter, and you can transfer your existing phone number that you have at your house over to Global Links, and now that's going to be your primary phone. You're going to get 2 customer points. And if you get that done this week, up until the 9th, the company's going to give you an additional point because they have an extra point on the Global Links product. So not only you get 2 points, you'll get 3 points by signing up for the Global Links service. Again, it doesn't have to be you, but we recommend it be you. The president of Mercedes-Benz, you know what kind of car he drives? A Benz. So if you're going to be the president of your company, I recommend that you use all your services so you'll be able to speak from a position of experience and get yourself paid on services that you're going to use anyway. Now you're commissionable. Now you got 5 customer points if you did step A. If you continue doing step B by converting all your services to 5 links, now you're going to have another 5 to 7 points. Because remember, we market all essential products and services for homes as well as commercial. So that means if you have the following: cellular phones, you should convert it over. Home security, you should convert it over. Internet, satellite TV, you should sign up for the 5 Links ID card. And if you're in those energy states, you should sign up for gas and electric. That's going to give you another 5 to 7 points. So that's going to bring you up to about 10 customer points already, just from your household. We call that internal consumption. I have all the services here in my home. We don't use anything else other than what we market through 5 Links. So I have a Sprint phone. Guess what? I got it through 5 Links. My wife also likes Sprint. We had Sprint before we came to the company. Guess what? She's converted herself through 5 Links onto Sprint. We use Cox Internet out here in Las Vegas. So guess what we did? We got it from ourselves as well. We have DirecTV from out here in Las Vegas, but we got it from ourselves. So you guys getting the picture? Every service that we have in the house here, 5 Links marketed, we make sure we market it for ourselves and get paid on it. Why not? It gives you the experience on the services and how to sign up a customer, and you can speak from a position of experience. Okay? Move right along. If you have a business while you get started as an IMR, we recommend that you convert all your commercial services over to 5 Links, like your VoIP phone service, your security system, your satellite TV, energy if it's applicable, and you definitely want to sign up for Business Elite or text marketing. You definitely want to become, this is a must, you want to become energy certified so you can start acquiring energy customers anywhere in America, and you can get paid on those customers from your teams. So you want to visit your virtual office and click on services and go to 5 Links Energy Certification and get yourself certified. You cannot market energy services or get paid on it unless you are certified. Extremely important. This is big business. There's a $500 billion industry just opened up 12 months ago. It is serious business. This is step number 2. So if you did step 1 and 2, you should have now about 10 customer points. The whole idea is to get 20 in your first 30 days. That's going to give you a $500 payout. Now, there's a picture here of all our products and services. Okay, and I'm very excited and happy gentlemen, that's big business. And for you to capitalize on big business, you have to think big, you have to take big actions, and you got to copy with a determination to win from leaders that's already successful. You see, if I wanted to get into the chicken business, there's only one place I would speak to if I was getting into the fast food chicken business. Colonel Sanders. Okay? He sells the most chicken in America. If I want to get into the chicken business, I'll speak to the chicken experts. In my opinion, Colonel Sanders is one of those individuals. It's sold across the world. Finger licking good. I won't go mess around with the rinky dink. I won't mess around with McDonald's when it comes to chicken. No, McDonald's is not about chicken. McDonald's is about burgers and milkshake and French fries. Now, if I wanted to get into French fries and milkshake and hamburgers, that's who I'll copy. Ray Kroc's system. If I wanted to get into coffee business, I'll copy Howard Schultz. He put out a very successful business. It's called Starbucks. He got 15,000 stores across the world pouring the most coffee. I would copy him. Are you guys getting the picture? So this is big business here. These are all services that you can market. These are essential products and services that people have got to use and businesses have got to use. You now can market that from the luxury of your home. But your belief system got to be up there. And the way your belief system can be up there is by you becoming a product of the product. I can't effectively market video phones or GSP-10 or DirecTV or home security or Protect America if I'm not using it. Okay? There's no shortcut to success. Step number 3, this could be your 3rd day in the business. As a new IMR, you want to schedule your 30-day game planning session with your upline executive. I did about 7 of these today because I have about 7 new business partners got involved in our company, and I reached out to them because I know, hey, the 30 days is going to go by real fast. I reached out to them so we can have our planning session. And what we did is we discussed what we're going to do for the next 30 days. So you want to sit down with your upline executives within your first 24 to 72 hours that you get started so you can get to know who your support team is. We have an awesome support team here in 5 Links and WGI. You want to know who your upline executive director is, who your national directors are, who your senior vice presidents are, because they're there to help you to succeed. If you don't know them, then guess what? You may feel like a lone ranger, and you're not going to win in this game. So you want to make sure you find out who they are, get to know who they are, get their numbers, and you want to sit down with your upline executive, and you want to download your personal copy of this system here. Now, it's going to take some time before your 5-link success kit shows up. In the meanwhile, hey, we got to do business. So you can download our 17-page document. On this WGI QSP system, ladies and gentlemen, it has everything that you need to get your business started in your first 30 days. Everything. And that's what we're going over here right now. You can download it and have it for yourself and take it to Kinko's or Office Depot and get it binded in a book. I do. So you can go to tinyurl.com/WGI QSP game plan. And you get your fresh copy of this quick start system. I don't leave home without it. I don't work with any folks without it. If you're an IMR, this is all we're going to do. Okay? The teamwork makes the dream work. So gather your copy today, tinyurl.com/WGI QSP game plan. You want to be on the game plan with the fastest growing organization in the company. Step number 4, this could be your 4th day in the business or your 8th day in the business. All depends on the frequency that you're building your business in your first 30 days. Are you building it every day for the next 30 days as you learn and earn, or are you building every other day for the next 30 days? It's up to you. So you want to, step number 4, you want to create your list of at least 50 names. This is a business that you want to let your friends, families, and acquaintances know now that you're in business. So here we recommend that you make a list of at least 25 potential customers. And it's very important that you make this list quick, fast, and in a hurry so your upline executive can teach you the Apple system. Once you make that customer list, we're going to teach you how to break down the red apples, the green apples, and the rotten apples. Also, you want to make a list of 25 potential business partners. You want to make that quick, fast, and in a hurry. That's why it's step number 4, because these are going to be individuals you're going to identify that you want as business partners. That means you want to show them the opportunity to make money with you. We call those individuals callers. And the sooner you make that list, the sooner your upline leader can teach you colors, red, greens, and blues, so you're not wasting your time with the wrong people, not getting discouraged, not getting disappointed, because it is going to happen. Because guess what? People are trips. And we're going to teach you how to sort through people to find the players, because there's only two things we do in 5 Links. We acquire customers and we acquire business partners. We just got to teach you how to do it and have fun the way that we all are doing it and building it. Step number 5, my favorite step, triple your investment and become an executive trainer in 30 days or less. I like that. Triple my investment. Hey, that's coming in my conversation. Become an executive in 30 days. I wish my job had made me an executive in 30 days, but that ain't going to happen. Okay? Now, how are we going to do that? Step 1, 2, 3, and 4 is very important that you do that before you get to step number 5. Step 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 is going to help you complete step number 5. Get the picture, Melinda? That's as simple as it is, Reggie. You just got to keep it simple, Sherry. That's all. Keep it simple, Thomas, and you'll understand that you could be able to duplicate yourself, Willis, all over the country if you just follow this system. There are 4 steps into tripling your investment. You want to connect 10 customers in your first 30 days, and 5 is going to pay you $100 for that first 10 customer. I like that. That's $100. So if you take a look at step number 1 and 2, Angela, if you completed step 1 and 2 the way I just shared with you, just from your services alone is going to come up to 10 customer points. You start making money already. That's $100 for your first 10 customer. Okay? Step B, connect 20 customer points. That's an additional 10 customer to your first 10 customer. So your first 10 customer, the company pays you $100. Your second 10, which brings you to 20, in 30 days or less, can pay you another $400. So Bella, that's $500 you just helped your business partner to get in their first 30 days. See how simple that is, Carol? If you're an IMR, Carol, your first 20 customer points is going to pay out $500. You just doubled your investment of $249. That's a great story. That's a great story, Christopher Mack. For a matter of fact, Christopher Mack is one of my business partners that I'm working with in the Florida area to get this bonus going on. Because that's all I do. That's what made me a double platinum senior vice president, by becoming an executive trainer machine. But you first got to become one. Now, the third step you want to do is you want to sponsor 2 qualified IMRs in 30 days or less. Find 2 people that want to become IMRs just like you. Get them qualified just like we showed you step 1 and 2. And guess what? 5 Links is going to send you another bonus check of $250. So let's stop here for a minute, Denise, so we can make sure we understand this. Because I want to make sure if you understand this, guess what? You can build a dynasty in your area. Just find the right people that want it. You see, I don't get upset anymore. If people are quitting on themselves, I can't get upset of that. I'm just glad that they're quitting now so we can get out of the way. That's my philosophy. But first I used to be upset. Why would they quit? Why would Johnny want to not do it the right way? Well, Johnny maybe is lazy. Maybe Johnny's a loser. I don't know. Maybe Johnny's looking for change. We're looking for people who want change. And if you're looking for change, you got to change your behavior. You got to change the way you think, the way you talk, the people you hang out with, and the things that you do. That's just the bottom line. So you're going to look for 2 individuals in your first 30 days. Some of you guys are going to find more than 2. I found 11 in my first 30 days. Okay? But 2. 2 is going to give you another $250. Okay? So now let's recap this here. Your first 10 customer points, you get $100. Your second 10 customer points, you get $400, a total of $500. And you sponsor 2 qualified IMRs in your 30 days or less. That's another $250. You must finish your 5 Links ET University module training, and bam, you're now an executive trainer with your fast start bonus in 30 days or less. That's the story you want, Jackie. That's what you want to have happening in your group, Henry. You want every week somebody or somebody's is getting promoted in your group, including yourself. That's what I do. Every single week I'm promoting new business partners to executive and them getting this fast start bonus, because we now can move from there to earn weekly income and building our business towards senior vice president. Step number 7. No, sorry, I'm moving too fast. Step number 6. Step number 6 says you want to launch your 5links business with a grand opening. Launch your 5links business with a grand opening. Every new business have a grand opening. Guess what? That new business you just got started, Reggie, you have to have a grand opening. Pat, you have to have a grand opening for your business. It's a business. All businesses have a grand opening. McDonald's have grand openings every week when they open up a new business. So there's no difference between you. We call it home presentation. It's a home-based business. I'm at home right now in my home office in Las Vegas, Nevada, speaking to you guys from my laptop on a $1 million business. And guess what? I'm not fully dressed. You know why? Because I'm working from the luxury of my home, but I'm running a $1 billion business. That's serious. You can do it however you want. That's freedom. But it's a home-based business. I'm building business from home. Most of my time is at home. So you want to launch your business. That means you're going to invite all those people that you made on your list. That list that we told you to make on step number 4. This is where you're going to invite all those people to your home for your grand opening, and your upline executive is going to help you to do that within your first 5 to 7 days. You want to have a grand opening in your first week, Darryl. Your first week you getting started, you want to have a grand opening. And then if you want to have more than just 2 business partners in your business within that first 30 days, if you want to really launch your business like a rocket, Tanya, you want to have at least 3 grand openings in your first 30 days. You see, I'm going to be working with Mr. Mack. And my goal is to have at least 3 presentations going on for him in his first 30 days so he can maximize this 30 days. Instead of making $750 in his first 30 days, he's probably going to make way over $1,000 if he do exactly what I show him to do. Because there's a lot of money to be made here. We just got to keep it simple and do the necessary steps that others have done to become successful. Okay? So at least 3 grand openings, and your upline executives, they'd love to do those grand openings for you. Move right along. Step number 7. Step number 7, this could be your 7th day in the business or your 14th day in the business. All depends on the frequency that you're moving. Again, I didn't take 30 days. I didn't have 30 days. I needed to catch up. In 7 weeks, I became a national director. I didn't have 30 days, ladies and gentlemen. I was moving like an Amtrak train with no brakes. And for me to do that and to have myself duplicated with my team players, we had to design a system, a recipe that everyone can use and get the same results. You see, my philosophy, or myself and my partner's philosophy here when we got started is, if we're going to make $50,000 a month, we got to help some people in our group make $50,000 a month. If we're going to live in mansions, guess what? We got to have team members in our team living in mansions also. If we're going to work part-time and build and live full-time, we're going to make sure we have team members in our team living the same. If we're going to get Bentleys and BMWs and profit sharing checks and all that, guess what? We're going to make sure our team members, the people that want it, we're going to make sure that we give them all the support and necessary tools to making that happen. That's what we do here in WGI. Okay? So step number 7 is very simple. You want to make sure that you are being connected with the source of information so you can change your life and live the way God intends us to live in abundance. So join all weekly conference calls, webinars, and local trainings. All of them. It's a part-time business. That may call for you twice a week to plug it into making something that you become wealthy. Why not? I see people go to school for 6 and 7 years, come out with debt called student loans, and then can't find a job in that field. And they do it full time. Well, they don't miss none of their trainings or conference or classes, do they? No, they don't. Well, you shouldn't miss any of those for your business, not to mention this is part-time. I started this business 16 years ago, 1 hour a day while having a job and while having a son, 1 hour a day for 90 days. That's all I had, 1 hour. 1 hour a day for 90 days. And as my business started to grow, you know what? I saw that I had more than 1 hour a day. Cut out TV, cut out hanging around with my friends, cut out hanging out after work, cut out the happy hours. You know, I can always get that later on. I had to get my life together. So I challenge you guys to do the same thing. You got to put something into your business. You got to learn this new business. You can't do it on your way. Your way don't work. I'm sorry to say that, Stu, but your way don't work. Tamika, your way don't work. Thomas, your way don't work. Valerie, I'm sorry to tell you, but your way don't work. Andrew, your way don't work. If your guys' way worked, guess what? We'd have been in your links. We'd have been in Andrew links. So we'd have been in Val links. So we'd have been in Bella's link. You know what works? 5 links works. So you just got to plug in to all the webinars and trainings so you can become fluent and confident in building your $1 million business. So every Monday I do a business overview call. That's the numbers right there. And all this information is on that quick start download that you download. All that information is here. Just download, you get your own copy. Okay. Then on Wednesday night, that's what we're doing tonight, the IMRs and ET quick start webinar training to get that 750. Okay, and that's the URL address right there, tinyurl.com/WGIQSP 2012. You want to mark that every Wednesday night, you and your team logging into this webinar to learn this. You're going to have more new people joining your team. We got to take care of the new people, Bernard. We got to learn how to take care of our new business partner, just like the military. The military takes care of their new soldiers, don't they? They sure do. They take them to basic training for 6 weeks. And that's where they learn basics before they go out there to serve the country, right? Well, the same thing here. But while you're doing this basic training, you're learning and you're getting graduated and you're making money. So Wednesday night webinars are very important. Also, Sunday night advanced training calls. You don't want to miss that. Now, you want to find out in your local areas where those Saturday trainings and those BOMs are being kept so you can become a part of the leadership in your city. Okay? And also take advantage of our website, aplanb4me.com, for exposing the business to individuals. Step number 8, register for the next 5 Links National Training Event. Our next 5 Links National Training Event, Cedric, is going to be May 30th through June 2nd in Las Vegas, Nevada. That's right. When you register for this event, you're going to get 2 points. And you register a second person, a guest or a wife or a husband, you get a second point. So you're going to get 3 points if you register yourself and someone else. If you register yourself, you get 2 points. These points can be worked towards your 20 customer points in your first 30 days. See how the company's helping us? Go representative comes first. Now the registration right now is $139, but for anyone who registered in their first 30 days, you get it for $109. I think it's $119. This may be a typo. It's $119. Either way, the new business partner gets a discount compared to all of us. You can go to 5linksnationals.com and get yourself registered or go to your virtual office. That's step number 8. And you don't want to miss this national convention. You cannot afford to miss it. Okay, it's a no-no. It's like the Grammys, like the American Music Awards, the Oscars. You have got to attend, especially being a new business partner. You definitely need to be at this event to get trained by the co-founders and get up to date and come with the blueprint to go back home with to your respective cities. Step number 9. Step number 9 is your 30-day recap overview. In launching your business, step 1 and 2 is launching your business. Now we identify there's 2 types of launches. Either one works the same way. It works the same way to get you your 750 to an executive trainer. It's all based on your budget. So you give our new business partner the option, and they determine which one they want, Reginald, based on their budget. You can go for the standard launch or the platinum launch. The standard launch consists of your 5 Links IMR enrollment fee, your platinum services, and your Global Links value plan, which brings us up to 4 customer points. Okay, right now that'd be 5 because the Global Links give you additional point. Okay, and that's going to cost you about $360 to get everything up and running. And you get 4 customer points, you're now qualified. That's pretty much doing step 1 and partially of step 2. That's the standard launch. The platinum launch consists of the 5 Links IMR enrollment, your platinum services, your Global Links phone service. It also includes your Business Elite, your national registration ticket, and your 5 Links ID card. That's going to bring you up to 10 customer points, and that investment one time is about $560. Remember, the whole idea is to get your return on your investment. You do these 10 steps, you'll end up with $750 minimum. So you just made back your money and then some. Again, either launch, it works the same way. It's all based on your budget. If you can afford the platinum launch, go for it. If you can afford the standard launch, go for it. Okay? Final step, step number 10. Become familiar with your virtual office and your website. Become familiar with your virtual office and your website. These are the mechanism and the working tools for your business. Okay? And you got to become familiar with your tools. So if you become familiar with your website, you go to 5links.com, 5links.net / your L number. And you're now going to be at your virtual website. Okay? You click on login, you put your L number and your password, and you're now in your 5links virtual office. If you take a look at the picture at the bottom, that's what the virtual office should look like when you log in. Okay, this is your dashboard. You run everything from your business here. Today I was on this probably about 15 times today because I keep monitoring my business. This is how I'm able to track my business from my home. I don't have to go to nobody's office. I just come to my office or any laptop that I can log into, and this is where I monitor my business. I go in here 15 plus times a day. My wife, she lives on it. You go to her computer, her virtual office is always up. It's always logged in because she's on her way to building $1 million business, which I'm very grateful that my wife is doing that. It's a good thing when you can have a husband or a wife building this business with you. It makes it easier, makes it much fun, and guess what? You become richer. I'd advise you to make sure your spouse see and understand what you're building here. Now, for the first time you log into your virtual office, we recommend that you click on My Profile to check your personal information is correct, make any corrections if necessary, and change your password to something that you frequently use and remember. Then you want to click on Reports. This is where I go all the time, Reports, to check my personal customer report, to check my leader report, to check my position report, to check my bank account, everything I check from my report system. So you want to become familiar with your report system so you can track your business, and it also gives you that vigor to move faster, especially if you got big goals like I do. Then you want to click on News, 5links TV. You got to go into the 5links TV. This is a must for your first 30 days. You should be looking at least one show per week. One show per night for your first 30 days on the 5links TV. We have an archive of training back there now, ladies and gentlemen. It's second to none. Okay? And stay up to date on the events that's happening. More importantly, begin your 5links University courses, ET all the way up to ND in your first 30 days. This will help you and your upline leadership to have better communication. This will make you understand the do's and the don'ts about your business and not take it for granted. And when your upline is telling you to do X, Y, Z, you don't take it as a joke. So by you completing the 5links University courses all the way up to ND, it helps the relationship and you moving faster through that 30 days. These steps here, you want to do them daily to become familiar with your virtual office. Okay? Now, before I give you a bonus step, what I want to quickly do is, I want to give you some know-hows on building our business here. I'm compelled to do that because of what's happening in the month of March. We have the March Madness going on right now. The whole idea, ladies and gentlemen, in your 5links career, your 5links business, is to position yourself whereby you are making money for the efforts that you put in from the time you get started. The whole idea is not doing it for free. The whole idea is to generate an income and working smart, not hard. What do I mean by that? From the time you become an executive, you just tripled your investment or double your investment, and you pretty much look like this. This is you, and you got your 2 IMRs. Okay, their whole goal is to get to 25. Your goal is to get to 25 customer points, and your whole goal is to have 6 business partners. Okay, that's your third business partner going to come in there because you do another grand opening. Then your 4th is going to happen there. Then your 5th and your 6th. The whole idea to building a solid foundation with 5links is having 6 business partners that you personally recruit. 2 is going to get you your bonus and your executive, but now you're going to start making weekly income as you recruit these other 4 partners. And guess what these partners are going to do in their first 30 days? The same thing, Dorothy, you're going to do with them like what I'm doing with you tonight. This business partner, you're going to take them through the 10 steps also. We're going to help you do that. Likewise with this one. You're going to do the same thing with this one. With this one, Francisco, you're going to do the same thing with all of them. The same thing that we did with you, you're going to do with them. That's what's all duplication. Okay? Now, how are you going to find these other customers? You got 20 customers. You want to get yourself to 30, 40, 50 customers. Let me give you the words that work on how to acquire customers. A lot of you guys join this business and you want to become salespeople. You want to become this professional salesperson. That's not necessary in 5 links. Because the customers that we want you to acquire first is the people that you made to put on that list. In your first 30 to 60 days, you're not ready to talk into strangers about your business. You don't know what you're saying. In your first 30 days, you should be working with your upline executive on the right words on what to say. You should be using your families and friends as guinea pigs to practice your art. Okay? These are the words that you should use. Hello, blank. This is blank. So let's say I'm calling my Aunt Rebecca. This is what I would say. Hello, Aunt Rebecca. This is C. Anthony. Now, I may be making these phone calls right now after work. 6:30 out here in Las Vegas. Just got home from work. Instead of me looking at the TV and talking crap and all that kind of stuff, I'm excited about changing my life, putting my hour today for my business, because I put in 8-9 hours for that job that I really don't like, but I got to pay the bills. So I'm excited to get home. I had my dinner already, and this is what I'm going to sit down for an hour to get some customers, to get myself to that 25 plus customers. This is what I would do. This is what I teach people to do. So I'm calling all my families and my friends because my upline executive already taught me what to say and how to go about it. Hello, Aunt Rebecca. This is C. Anthony. Do you have a minute? I'm going to pause so she can tell me she has a minute. Oh, yes, I have a minute, C. Anthony. What do you need? Line number 3. Can you do me a huge favor? Now, when you call somebody, when you call a friend or a family, and you tell them a line like, can you do me a huge favor, guess what? They pay attention, and they're thinking that you need money. Ladies and gentlemen, these words is the words that I've learned from my 25-year-old millionaire back in 1996. This guy made millions of dollars with these words on how to acquire customers with friends, families, and acquaintances. There's a psychology behind these words that work. You do. We try it out and see if it doesn't work. Ask your friend, and when you get off this conference call a customer and ask them, "Hey, Aunt Rebecca, this is C. Anthony. Do you have a minute? Can you help? Can you do me a huge favor?" She's gonna say, "Well, it all depends, Elizabeth. Can you help me out and try one of my services?" Now they're gonna release. They're gonna exhale. Can you help me out and try one of my services? The reason why you want to say that on line number 4 is because you have over 10 different services that they are essential. And you got to have your brochure in front of you with all your services, because Aunt Rebecca is going to say, "Sure, I can help you out. I can do you a favor. What services do you have?" Now, if you don't have the brochure in front of you or that picture that I just shared with you, now you're going to start fumbling, and Aunt Rebecca is going to say you're probably into something fishy. It's all about confidence and being prepared for what you expect. So Aunt Rebecca said, "Yeah, I'll help you out. What kind of service you have?" This is what I would say. "I have satellite TV, I have home phone service, I have internet service, I have energy in your area, I have home security, I have cellular phones, and I have ID guard." I'm not going to tell Aunt Rebecca about credit cards. She don't run a business. I'm not going to tell Aunt Rebecca about Business Elite. She don't run a business. I'm going to talk to her about the services that we have that she can use in her house. Because Aunt Rebecca is my aunt. Are you guys getting the picture? Line number 5. Please help me out. You got to put that please in, guys. It works. Let me write this down in parentheses. Write this down on your notes. Networkers use emotion when acquiring customers. Write that down. Networkers, or in this kind of business, we use emotion to acquire customers, because people buy on emotion. Okay? That's what networkers do. They acquire customers on emotion, like favor, help, try, please. Salespeople, they acquire customers on logic, on facts, price, sales. That's what salespeople do. We don't do that up here. So I don't want you guys going out there like you're some salesperson, because you're not. We are networkers. And the customers that we acquire are going to do us a huge favor, help us out and try our services. This will help out my new business. Those are the 6 lines. I call my mom. "Hey, Mom, this is your son, C. Anthony. How you doing? Do you have a minute?" She said, "Yeah, boy, what you got?" I said, "Can you do me a huge favor? Help me out and try one of my services, please." This is going to help out my new business. You see, you can start learning these 6 lines and put it in one sentence bam, like that, and you keep doing it over and over and over and over, guess what? You're going to be saying it, and you don't even know you're saying it, and you're going to get results. It works for me. I have 56 customer points on my way to 100. And guess how I do? Guess how I get it? By using these same lines. Hey, Uncle Ralph, this is your nephew, C. Anthony. Do you have a minute? Yeah, I got a minute, boy. What you need? Listen, can you do me a huge favor? Help me out, Uncle, and try one of my services, please. This is going to help out my new business. You know what Uncle said? Uncle said, I didn't know you had a new business. I said, absolutely, I got a new business. I want to diversify my income. I want to retire my mom. So I want you to do me a huge favor. Help me out and try one of my services, Uncle. This is going to help me out. Those are the lines you use, ladies and gentlemen. And guess what? These are in the downloadable that we spoke about on step number 4. You can download. This is part of the 17-page document, the words that work on how to acquire a customer. Now, you're going to put it in your own flavor and your personality, but you want to stick to these lines, especially the ones that are underlined. The words that's underlined, it must be in your 30-second, 60-second commercial. Favor, help, try, please. And you can use this on people that you know, friends, families, and acquaintances, and something's going to happen. You're going to get some results. This was going to happen. If they say yes, if when you use that line to somebody and they say yes, that is a red apple. You sign them up. That's a red apple. Anytime you use this line on somebody and they say, oh, sure, I'll help you out, that's considered a red apple. You want to spend 80% of your time with these people, and your upline will teach you that once you make your list out. Red apples is what you're looking for. Your 20, 30, 40 customers in your first 30 days is going to be pretty much red apples. People that's going to love you, they're going to support you, and they're going to say yes because you asked them to help you out and try your service. You're looking for red apples, Elizabeth. That's what we're looking for, Emily. We're looking for red apples, Yvonne. Willis, you're looking for red apples. Andrea, you want to teach your partners to get red apple. Grace, it's all about the red apples. You want to get to 25 customer points, you got to get after red apples. And you got to know how to identify them. When they say yes after using the script, that's a red apple. You sign them up. Then you're going to have a second kind of apple. Okay? You're going to have some apples that's going to say what? You're going to have some apples that are going to say no. Absolutely. You're going to have some friends, families, and acquaintances that's going to say no. No, I'm not going to help you out. No, I'm not interested in no service. No, I never thought you're going to be a good businesswoman. No, no, no. That's called a rotten apple. Now, when you go, I bought some apples yesterday. You know, while I was picking those apples, I thought about this training. And that's why I said I'm going to add this training in tonight's quick start. Because when I was buying those apples, I only bought 3. Okay? When I was buying those apples, guess what? I was meticulous about those apples. I looked at each one of them and make sure they didn't have no stains on them. There wasn't rotten in anywhere. They didn't have any holes in them. They didn't have any worms. I looked at a whole bunch, only looking for 3 apples. But I went through about 20 apples to identify the 3 that I wanted. And I didn't buy any rotten apples. So what do you do with rotten apples? You leave them alone. You don't argue with them. I know it's your sister, but you don't argue with her. You say next. Thank you. I'll call you later. Don't curse them out. Don't get upset. It's part of the business. Some people are going to say no. And it's okay to get a no. Just keep on moving. Don't let that no stop you. Now, the third apple is called a green apple. These are people that have questions. Okay? These are people that's when you say, hey, help me out and try my service, they're going to say, well, what service you have? And you might say, well, I got all that. They're going to say, well, tell me something about the internet service. Or tell me something about the cellular phone service. Or tell me what this VoIP is. That's a customer with questions. That's the green apple. You spend 20% of your time with these people, and you get their questions answered so they can become a red apple. Get the picture? Now, this is where you're going to bring your upline leadership for help. Your upline executives, they're going to help you dealing with these green apples and help you with the red apples. They're not going to help you with rotten apples. We don't go behind and talk about rotten apples. They're insignificant. Our concern is to get those green apples to become red and get those reds signed up. But this is what's going to happen once you start doing this. Very simple. I've learned this, and it's made me a millionaire. If I ran into my cousin, I'm going to New York tomorrow, and I have all intentions of going to see my uncle. And when I see my uncle, I don't have to call him on the phone. This is exactly what I'm going to tell him. I said, man, uncle, you're going to ask me, what you doing in New York? I said, man, I'm building my business in New York, and I want you to know if you could do me a huge favor, help me out, and try one of my services, please. It's going to help out my new business. That's what I'm going to tell him when I see him. He's my father's brother, and I don't expect to get a no from him because I'm a businessman. I'm expecting success already. And he's going to take my service. You know why? Because he wants to save money in his gas and electric. And in New York, we have gas and electric. So I'm going to hit him up and get him for it, because once I get him, he's going to spread his mouth to all the other families and friends that see Anthony help him save money on his gas and electric. And that's how I'm going to get my other customers. But that's what I'm going to run a line on him. I'm not going to change it up because he's my uncle. No, while we having lunch, I'm going to say, well, you know, I'm in town. Hey, uncle, I want you to do me a huge favor. Help me out and try one of my services. This is going to help out my new business. I use it also. This is how you're going to get your 20, 25 customer points, ladies and gentlemen, or your 30 or your 50 or 100 customer points by using the words that work. And that's how you're going to get paid on thousands of customers every month, by teaching your partners to do the same thing. Now let's quickly, you have a couple of minutes here, let's quickly go over the words that work for getting a business partner. Remember, George, there's only two things we do. We acquire customers and we acquire business partners, right, JB? That's all we do. We acquire customers and we acquire business partners. So I just gave you the words that work on how to acquire a customer. Now I'm going to give you the words on how to acquire a business partner, Mike. And you can use this, or use any of these words that work, ladies and gentlemen, while at your job, while at the church, while at the zoo, while at school, wherever. You're building a multi-million-dollar business on a part-time basis, fitting it into your schedule to change your life. Vernell, is that serious? And is that simple, Valerie? Once I got these words down packed, ladies and gentlemen, my confidence went through the roof, my income went through the roof, and my organization went to the moon. And we're going to a whole nother, we're going out of space now in 2012, coming to $1 billion. That's why I'm taking the time out to making sure all our new business partners are getting trained the right way, capitalizing on their 30 days, and we training and moving everyone towards SVP. If we all are singing from the same song sheets, we will all have unsurmountable success. So let's take a look at how we talk to business partners now. Same thing again. Tomorrow, maybe, when you're doing this business, also you have to decide what you're going to do when you get home. So let's say tonight I say I'm just going to get customers. So I'm just calling about customers, apping up customers, checking everything I'm doing tonight is about customer. Tomorrow night I'm going to do about business partners. So this is what I'll be saying to business partners if today is only about business partners. Hello, blank. How are you doing today? Do you have a minute? Same salutation. You're making some phone calls. You're calling some people that you want to make some money. Like I'm seeing on this conference call, I see my favorite senior vice president is on this webinar. And this guy is always on this webinar. He was on this webinar before he became a senior vice president, and he's consistently still being on these quick start webinars, even though he's now a senior vice president out from the PA area. And that's none other than senior vice president, Mr. Thomas Lytle. And I want to thank you, Thomas, for being that champion, that leader that you are. You're staying consistently building and plugging in and leading by example. That's what you want to do, ladies and gentlemen. It's simple. Have fun with it. And lead by example. Okay? So this is what I'll be doing. Carly, I'm looking for some partners. I'm looking for a Thomas Lytle. I know what he can do. I know what he's done in the industry. I know what he's done at the job. He's a reputable man, and I want him to be on my team. I want him to be one of my 6 frontline players. Okay? This is what I would call Thomas and say to him, hey, Thomas, this is C. Anthony. How you doing? Do you have a minute? He's probably going to say, sure, man. I got a minute. We ain't speaking a while. I say, okay, Thomas, this is a business call. I started a new business, and I'm looking for 6 key partners to work with on a part-time basis. And those individuals, they must want to earn incomes between $10,000 to $20,000, $30,000 per month in your area. Thomas, I'm highly considering you because I respect your leadership. Thomas, the question is, are you open to reviewing this information? That's pretty straightforward. That's a yes or no. But guess what? You got to learn these words at work. It's only 4 lines. Hey, man, Tom, let's say I ran into Thomas. Let's say I went to Sears to buy a washing machine, and I ran into Thomas in Sears. The same line I would say to him. Hey, man, Thomas, long time no see. We do all that little hugging and whatnot. Then I would say, man, listen, Thomas, I was looking for your number. I meant to call you, and I'm glad I saw you. Hey, listen, man, I just started my new business, and I'm looking for 6 key players to work with on a part-time basis to earn an extra 20, 30, 40 grand a month with me. And I'm highly considering you, Thomas, because I respect you. I want to know, Thomas, are you open to reviewing this information on how this could possibly happen? That's a yes or no. I'm not asking him to get started. I'm not telling him about no 249. I'm not telling him about IMR. No, I'm just piquing his interest to find out if he want to be one of my 6 key players. Now, the only thing you change on this script is the dollar amount. Okay, if you notice, I have here between 2,000 and 20,000 per month. Now, depending on the person you're speaking with, you can change that dollar amount. I know Thomas Lytle. He's a high profile. He's what we call a red. I'm not going to talk to him about no 2,000 a month. No, I'm going to talk to him about 10,000 a month, 20,000 a month, 30,000 a month, because those are the kind of people I'm looking for. Okay, now you're new in this business as a new IMR. You can't tell somebody to make $10,000, $20,000 a month. No, you want to say you want to start from 2,000. And why are you going to say that? Because we're going to be helping you to make that $750, that $1,200, that $1,500. So you're going to have something to say that, yes, I did double my investment. Get the picture? And I am working with people that make that kind of income. Get the picture? That's why you need to align yourself with your upline executives, because they are making that money. Your ND is making money. Your SVP is making money. And if you're connected with a platinum, you know they're making money for sure. So it's called leverage. So with that number amount, you can change it. So if I'm talking to Lytle, I'm going to put it in between 20, 30, 40 grand a month. If I was speaking to Barack Obama, I'll do the same thing. But if I was speaking to a friend of mine that, that is probably a green, I'll probably tell him, hey, we can make anywhere from $2,000 to $20,000 a month. That can get somebody's interest, yes? Now, when that happens, when you say that line to those people that you know, a reaction is going to occur just like how it did occur when you acquire customers. You see, if they say yes, they're interested in looking at the information, you send them to those 2 websites. It works always. planbforme.com and 5links.com. Now, it's very important, guys, that you speak impeccably when you're giving this information out, because 5links is spelled very uniquely. And a plan B for me is also spelled very uniquely. So you got to spell it out clearly for them as they write it out. So you want them to go to these 2 websites, not to something else, not to no scam or anything like that. Okay? So if Thomas says, yeah, man, I'm interested in taking a look at this stuff, see, Anthony? Yeah, I'm interested. What's it about? Now, look at the website and you'll see it. You do not explain the business, especially if you're new. How are you going to explain only 10% of what you have? You just got started last week. You only got started 3 weeks ago. You're a new ET. You don't know everything. So by you following the system, you're going to be able to have more success, and you're not going to hurt anybody. You can't give me 10% of the information and expect me to make a decision on $1 million business with 10%. So you send them to 5links.com, you send them to a planbforme.com, and you have a specific date to follow up with them and let them know that, hey, once they review it, you're going to get them on the phone with your directors and VPs to answer their questions. Okay? Again, these words are in that downloadable at tinyurl.com/WGIQSP game plan. Okay? You just got to say these over and over and over so it become part of your DNA. Now, if they say no, ask them to become a customer and ask them for referrals. So if I said it to Thomas and Thomas says, no, I'm not interested in no 20 grand a month, I'm not interested in nothing, no, I'm not, I'll just say, well, help me out and become a customer. And give me about some names of some individuals because I'm looking to build my business. Don't get discouraged. Keep your chest up. Keep that confidence level up so you can show them that you have strength. You believe in what you're doing. There's no I in team. One person don't make a team. One person is part of a team. So if he says no, you got to respect it. Ask them to become a customer, help out your business, use the same script again, and ask them for some referrals because you're looking for 6 key players. Okay? Very, 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 very extremely important. I hope this helped you guys as we close off here. Back to our quick start. I want to close off here, and then we're going to be done for the night. I hope this helped. Get with your upline leadership, and they will help you to make sure this goes through correctly. Now, as you go through this, and give you a bonus step, and that bonus step is to beware of dream stealers. Beware of the dream stealers. Susan, you're going to come across dream stealers. Emma, you're going to come across dream stealers. Okay? Dorothy, Deirdre, you're going to come across dream stealers. What are dream stealers? As you go through these 30 days and doing these things that I'm showing you to do, that's why you got to work with your upline. So when you come across dream stealers, you need to call your upline leadership. Okay, Darryl? Even if you're an executive or a director or even a VP, you come across dream stealers, I advise you to pick up the phone and call your upline leadership. Because we all go through it. And we can go through it together. Don't isolate yourself. Okay, because you are going to come across dream stealers. All the rich people came across dream stealers. What is a dream stealer? A dream stealer is someone's going to tell you that your new business will never work. People tell you that your new business will never work. You speak to Thomas about this business. Thomas, oh man, you 20, 30,000 a month, man. You can't make that, man. This ain't no. This is not a da 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 da. Guess what? That's a dream stealer. They're telling you that your new business will never work. They don't know anything about 5 links. They don't know our track record. They don't know that we've been growing at 800%. None. They don't know that we give out Bentleys and profit share. They don't know anything about 5 links. But they're telling you that your new business will never work. And that might be someone that you respect. Someone that you love. Guess what? That's a dream stealer. Move on. Negative people are also dream stealers. You're going to come across some people that's negative to you. Some of your friends are going to turn negative. They call it MIA. They stop returning your calls. Why? Because they're losers. That's why. They don't want to go anywhere, and they don't want you to go anywhere. They become negative. I still have a whole lot of them. It didn't stop me from becoming a double platinum senior vice president. It made me stronger for me to show them, hey, I did it anyway. That's how winners win, ladies and gentlemen. That's why they stand out apart from the masses, because they do extraordinary things with an ordinary mindset. That's right. Ordinary people doing extraordinary things, they stand out from the negative people. Negative people are going to be dream stealers. My dad was a negative guy when it comes to my business. Oh, yeah. He would cheer me when I did overtime and extra time and double time, but he would never cheer me when I was on the phone making my phone calls, dialing for dollars. When I was having my grand openings, my PBRs in my home, he wasn't ever cheering for that. But when I was doing overtime, he was negative about my business. Nice guy, Herbert Harris, but he was negative. He was a dream stealer. I don't even think he believed he knew that he was a dream stealer. What if I'd allowed him to steal my dream? We won't be where we are today. Thanks, Pops. Also, dream stealers are your fears and doubts. As you come across those red apples and those green apples and those rotten apples are going to give you some fears and doubts. As you come across those people that's going to say, hey, man, this thing, you're going to have some doubts. That's why you got to stay plugged in. That's why you got to be on the webinars. That's why you got to be on the conference call. That's why you're going to go to the trainings. That's why you got to go to the regional training this weekend in your city. That's why you got to connect with your upline national director and your senior vice president. Ladies and gentlemen, they have millions of types of birds out there, but none of them can hang out with the eagle. You see, pigeons don't hang out with eagles. They're all birds. Doves, they're lovely birds. Sparrows, they're lovely birds. Parakeets, they're lovely birds, but they don't hang out with eagles. If you want to get over your fears and doubts, you got to hang out with the eagles. You got to plug in. Okay, you got to plug in. I plug in all the time with my eagles, my billionaire eagles, my multimillionaire eagles. Yeah, I plug into them so I can stay rejuvenated and inspired and keep stretching to be a better me, to serve my team, to serve my family, to serve the community. Get the picture? That's what we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen. So beware of your fears and your doubts. Stop having fears and doubts. Just do what we're showing you to do and you become successful. Beware of the dream stealers or the naysayers, the people who got all the answers but no solution. Oh, I did something like that before. You got to go to the meetings. You got to recruit people. It's a pyramid. Everybody got to go. Know it all. The naysayers. My uncle did something like that. You can't make no money. And they're scams. Those are the naysayers, ladies and gentlemen. If this business couldn't make money, didn't make any money, guess what? I won't be involved in it. If this business wasn't working, trust me, our company won't be where it is today. So forget about the naysayers and listen to the people who know it, who's doing it. Not for the ones who quit. The naysayers are also the quitters, the ones who jump ship because they have no discipline in building $1 million business. Before you become a millionaire, you have to develop a millionaire mindset, ladies and gentlemen. So watch out for the naysayers because they're dream stealers. And finally, your negative thoughts. All of us have negative thoughts because we come from a negative world. I'll advise you to start thinking and saying the things you do want and not the things you don't want. Stop saying I can't. It's impossible. I'm going to try. Maybe. No, use the positive words of the things you'd want. Stop saying I'm a loser. I can't find a park. I'm always late. I'm broke. I can never find me a good husband. Stop saying the things you don't want and start affirming the things you do want. Like stuff like this. I'm getting that $500 for that 20 points. I'm getting to ET in 30 days or less and get that $750. I'm building the largest organization in this company. I am debt free. I'm successful. I'm healthy. I'm strong. I'm a millionaire. I'm focused. I'm sexy. I'm unstoppable. Speak of the things you do want, not the things you don't want. Okay? So I want to welcome you to our team. Congratulations to all our new business partners, all our new IMRs. Congratulations to all our new executives. Let's take this thing to a whole nother level, ladies and gentlemen. Don't play with this $1 million opportunity.